You don't lack discipline, you're just trying to run routines in survival mode. Welcome back to the Organized-ish Parent Podcast. My name is Diane Jimenez. I help overwhelmed moms who feel maxed out stop blaming themselves and start building routines that actually work in real life, even when days are messy. And today, we're talking about why routines don't stick and what actually works instead. Parenthood is challenging enough as it is, and getting organized sounds easier said than done. Now, combine these two together, and it's truly a balancing act that many of us struggle with day in, day out. If you're here, it's because you want to know how to get your life and home more organized and structured where the kids are involved too, so that parent life is a little easier and you can focus on what truly matters. Hey there, I'm Diane Jimenez, owner and founder of One Tidy Place. I created this podcast because I know parents have their hands full. I know this because I have 3 kids of my own. Each week, we'll talk about all things organizing, teaching kids life skills, and contributing to the home, being on the same page with your partner, and raising your kids together while you tidy up, go out for a walk, or just need some real talk. I'm here for you. Thank you for tuning in. Are you ready? Let's do this. Here's the truth most moms don't hear enough of. Most routines fail the exact same way. They're built for perfect days, and they collapse the moment life gets messy. Routines work when everyone's healthy, when schedules are calm, when motivation is high. But real life doesn't always look like that most of the time, right? School schedule shifts, kids get sick, work deadlines pile up, and your energy drops. And then suddenly, the routine you planned feels impossible to keep. Now, that doesn't mean that you failed. It just means the routine was never designed for real life. This is why routines feel harder for some moms than others, because we're all trying to force ourselves into systems that don't match how our lives actually run. And that's where the shift happens. Let me introduce to you what I call the phase 1 rule. If a routine is going to stick, 3 things have to be true. First, it has to start smaller than you think. Second, it has to attach to something that already exists in your day. And third, it has to survive bad days, not perfect ones, bad ones. This is where most routines fall apart. We start too big. We expect consistency before we've even built simplicity. And that's just backwards. Consistency always comes after simplicity. I had to learn this the hard way myself. I had a habit I wanted to stick to, and on paper, it made total sense, but it didn't stick until I made it smaller. So instead of trying to do it all perfectly 5 days a week, I shrunk it down. 3 salads, 3 days. Not 5, not perfect, just doable. So once I could do that consistently, everything else became easier. That's the power of phase 1. And this is important to say here. If routines feel harder for you than they seem for other moms, your organizing style plays a huge role in that. Some moms need structure first. Some need flexibility. Some need boundaries before routines can stick. That's why I created my free What's Your Organizing Style quiz. If you want more insight before you take action, that quiz will help you understand how your brain works before you try to change your routines. You can find it at dianejimenez.com/quiz, and I'll link it in today's show notes as well. Now let's make this practical. Here's your next step, and I want you to keep it simple. Take the routine that you've been trying to stick to and shrink it by like 50%. Then anchor it to one daily trigger. This is something that already happens in your normal daily life. For instance, after you make coffee, after school drop-off, after dinner dishes. That's it. If the routine can survive a tired day, a busy day, or a messy day, it will eventually survive real life. And if you're tired of guessing and want someone else to look at this with you and tell you what actually matters, that's exactly what my Clarity Kickstart is for. I'll review your routines, what your space looks like, and send you a private video with your personal phase 1. You can find the link in today's show notes. And before we wrap up, I want you to hear this. You're not inconsistent. You're not lazy at all. And you're definitely not broken. You've just been trying to build routines without the foundation they need to hold. All right, my friend, I will see you in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for being here and taking time out of your busy schedule to listen to this episode. I really appreciate it. And have a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.